The Marianne Williamson campaign says today is the biggest day of donations they've had since the campaign kicked off. After last night's debate, she was the most Googled candidate in 49 of 50 states, but her supporters saw it coming, and now they say Williamson is a serious contender. Joining us now, Ben Collins. He has been reporting on Williamson's online base for NBC News. Ben, after the first debate in June, we saw Marianne Williamson memes all over the place. Now it seems like the people poking fun at her are starting to take her seriously. What's going on here?
Yeah, so for the last month, a bunch of people have sort of ironically or jokingly started to support her because they think she's a little funny because of the metaphysical stuff she believes in. But that kind of changed last night. A lot of these people who started Discord chats, which are like localized chat rooms, or started subreddits as a joke, have now said, actually, maybe we kind of support what she's saying a little bit. And they also see, like, there's a line to power for them. Like, this woman had an incredibly viral moment last night that really resonated with some people. And they realized, like, maybe this started as a joke, but maybe I believe in some of this stuff. It really mirrors what kind of happened with Donald Trump in 2016. A lot of those kids on the internet that started off on 4chan and Reddit as, like, jokey Trump supporters really started to actually believe in his message over time.
So what kind of advantages does having an online community like this offer? Can it really translate to votes potentially, or, you know, really kind of help a candidate develop a greater presence?
Yeah, I mean, again, it worked with Trump. It really did. It's the same sort of thing. They, you know, the people who supported Trump in 2016 that were kids said they memed him to the presidency. Now, did they personally do that? It wasn't just them. I'm sure it wasn't. But we know from things, you know, like the Cambridge Analytica scandal and things like that, this sort of thing really matters now. Ad targeting and meme targeting and things like that. This is the thing that matters. You know, Brad Parscale, who was the 2016 digital director for the Trump campaign, runs the whole campaign now.
Yeah.
That's like it's the number one thing that they care about. So if you get if you package your candidate in a series of memes that are funny or ridiculous even, it doesn't matter. Her face is out there, her message is out there, and then from there you can start to see support in the real world.
All right, Ben, thanks so much.
Cool, thank you.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.